What's up guys? Welcome to my first video on my new makeup channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching and subscribing hopefully to my channel. I'm so excited to create this look for you guys. It is a super glam smoky eye look that I usually never do, and I'm super excited to create it for you guys. It's something different and I've been loving a nice smoky black eye recently, and so I really wanted to create this look for you guys. And I'm also going to be answering some of the questions you guys asked me on my Instagram. If you guys don't already follow me, make sure you follow me on Instagram at SanaxZaid, and let's get started. So my favorite moisturizer ever to go in with whenever I start my makeup is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Mask. You guys can see I've basically killed the packaging. I have taken out as much moisturizer as I can from this, and I'm going to continue to take out some more. I need to definitely refill and get some more ordered from Sephora. There's going to be a Sephora VIP Rouge sale coming up very soon on April 17th, so I'm just waiting for that, and then I'm gonna order a whole bunch of stuff, especially since we're all under quarantine. I didn't really need to restock on a lot of makeup, but I definitely need more of this moisturizer because it is the best. It keeps your skin so moisturized. Whenever I do any clients for makeup, I always apply this moisturizer. I like applying moisturizer more than primer because I find that moisturizer just holds the makeup versus primer I feel like is just an extra layer that you don't need. So that's just my personal opinion. Obviously some people love primers. Sometimes I do use a primer. I like to use Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and this is what it looks like. It basically is like a little creamy. I take very little amount and put it right on my pores, and I feel like it just hides my pores and makes them look smaller, and also helps my makeup not crease, like right around my laugh lines. Okay, so for the people who are just watching me for the first time and who don't know who I am, my name is SanaxZaid, and I am 28 years old, and I'm going to turn 29 this November 11th. I'm born on Remembrance Day, and I'm a Scorpio. I was born in India, so I'm Indian in Hyderabad, so I'm Hyderabadi, so all my Hyderabadis out there, love you guys. I was basically born in Hyderabad. My family moved from Hyderabad when I was 2 years old, and we went to Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, because my dad worked there and he got a job there. I'm gonna apply some foundation. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. This is a new one that they just came out with, and guys, it is so creamy. I love it. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. It kind of just illuminates and like lifts up your skin a little and makes it look bouncy. It is light to medium coverage, so if you guys like heavier coverage, then this would not be your foundation, but you guys can first use full coverage and then throw this on top for a glowy finish. This definitely leaves you with a very glowy finish, and I love that. I love like a nice glowy skin look. And this is shade Y340 that I'm using. It is a bit dark for me. If you guys can see, I'm super pale because of just sitting in the house. I would get a couple of shades lighter, but this is what they sent me. So, and I put it on the other day and it looked nice, and it kind of gives me like a little tan of a look, so I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on with a foundation brush, and I'm gonna use this foundation brush from Tarte. I don't know what number it is. It doesn't have a number, but it's like the super fluffy wide angled brush. So I'm going to be doing a smoky eye look, like a brown smoky eye look, and see how it goes. I'm just going to kind of go with it and see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation. I'm going to put a couple of pumps right on there and just apply that all over my face. You guys can see. It's not that dark from my skin tone. I thought it would be darker, but it just blends in so nicely. And it smells nice too. So you guys can see the difference between one side and the other. It's very natural. Let me zoom in. It is very natural, and I love how it just makes the skin look super glowy. This is how my skin was before. Oh my god, guys, do you see my under eyes? I need to definitely cover that up. Okay, so where was I? So yes, I was born in India, Hyderabad, and we moved from Hyderabad to Riyadh when I was 2 years old. And my dad had work there, so that's why my mom and me had to move there. And then we stayed there for 7 years before we moved to Canada. And I was in 5th grade when we moved to Canada, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. My dad actually stayed back in Saudi Arabia. My mom, me, and my younger sister Zaina at that time stayed in Canada by herself. But yeah, that's kind of the story. We used to go back to Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, for summer for like a good 2 months every year and see my dad. We would also go back to India for summer as well. So like it'd be Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, and then India, Hyderabad would be our summer vacation like almost every year. So it was a lot of fun. So a lot of people ask if I'm only Indian, because sometimes a lot of people think I'm Arab. That's because I feel like my mom's side, my mom's dad is Irani. So he was born in Iran and then moved to India. So we definitely have a little bit of Persian genes in us. And my mom's sister still lives in Iran, and my mom's whole family talks Persian. We cook Irani yummy food and stuff, so we definitely do have a lot of, I guess, Irani culture in my mom's side of family. And my dad's side is completely Indian, Hyderabadi, so yeah, that's kind of my mom and dad for you guys. So I'm gonna go in with the Stay Naked concealer. I've been loving this, and I've been using this. I use this basically every single day whenever I'm not doing a full glam. I only use this concealer all over my face, and it looks amazing. So a lot of you guys have been asking what I wear on a daily basis, and it's this Stay Naked Correcting Concealer, and I'm in the shade 50 NP. And then I also have a lighter shade in the same concealer in 40 CP, and I like to kind of put the lighter shade on top of this shade. So I'll go in with the concealer that's my skin tone first to hide the dark circles, and when I want to really amp up my makeup and do like a heavy full look, then I'll go in with a lighter concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the concealer that's my shade onto my skin, and I like putting it in a V formation. I definitely recommend you guys try this way of applying concealer on your skin, because it does make a difference. It highlights just the correct right parts of your face, and it definitely brings out your cheekbones and makes your under eyes just disappear. I'm gonna also highlight the tip of my nose and my nose bridge, and right here in the middle of my forehead, on the top of my lips. I like to go around my mouth because I feel like there's a little bit of darkness around it. So I like to highlight over there and my chin. And we're just gonna go ahead and blend that out with the same brush that I use for my foundation. And I'm just gonna lightly tap it. I'm not gonna blend it a lot, just enough that the concealer sits properly on your skin. And I'm tapping it because I don't want to just rub away the concealer. I want it to kind of sit there, so when you apply concealer, tap it on instead of scrubbing it. This way it kind of like sits heavy and conceals everything so perfectly. I was telling you guys about my parents. A lot of people don't know this, but my mom is actually an esthetician and hairdresser, and she owned a salon in Mississauga, Canada for 20 years actually, and I used to go and help her out, and that's kind of where my passion for makeup started. I know eyebrow threading, so I thread my own eyebrows. I also thread my sisters, my mother-in-law's. So yeah, I'm the local eyebrow threader basically. And I know how to wax, I know how to do blow dries, I know how to color hair, and I did makeup as well at my mom's salon. So that's kind of, it started off as a hobby, like, you know, going there and helping my mom and stuff like that. And soon it grew into like passion, and then I kind of went full on into doing makeup. My mom did that, and my dad's work is basically supplying medical supplies to hospitals and companies, so that's what my dad does. So yeah, it's pretty fun telling you guys all this information about me, because I've never really made a video where I've told you guys all this information about me, and so I'm finally doing it, so now you guys really get to know me. So I'm gonna go in and do my brows really quick. I'm just gonna brush them. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the color medium brown. I'm just going to very lightly stroke on my brows. And I like using this, especially because it's easy, it's fast, and it stays on forever. So you guys don't have to worry about it moving. Gonna lightly go underneath my brow. And I'm not going to fill in at the start of my eyebrows that much. I just want it to look empty and natural, so you guys can see the difference between each brow. So yeah, basically told you guys about my parents, and I have two younger sisters. One is 22 and the other one is only 10 years old. I have an 18 years age gap between my youngest sister and me. So my youngest sister's name is Nadia, and then I have a middle sister named Zaina, and I am married, if you guys didn't know already. And this is basically for people also who are new to my channel. People who do watch me on a regular, you guys already know this stuff, so bear with me. I have a husband, his name's SanaxZaid, and we do have a family channel on YouTube, and if you guys want to go watch some of those videos, definitely go check them out. Our channel name is The Zaid Family, and I will link it in the description box below. We got married almost 2 years ago. It was love marriage. The funny thing is, if I think about it, my dad and my mom were love marriage, and my dad's dad and mom were also love marriage, so it's like 3 generations of love marriage in my family, so it's pretty cool. I'm Indian and he's Pakistani, so it's pretty interesting. A lot of people ask if, like, you know, how does it work, and like, do you guys have issues and stuff like that, but definitely no issues. The cultures are so similar. If you guys saw the title of this video, I titled it that for a reason. It's basically about how I left my job in politics to pursue makeup. I kind of noticed a lot of girls DMing me and asking, you know, how did I do that? Why did I do that? And also a lot of hate comments, I guess you could say, about people who were like, oh, how could she leave a government job for makeup? So yeah, I kind of wanted to address that in this video. I'm gonna start on my eyes now, and I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow palette from Tarte, and it is called Tartelette in Bloom. It has some shimmery colors, some matte colors. So I'm going to go in with this light shade first called Charmer, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right on my top lid where I want it to be highlighted, and I'm going to put the same thing on the other side. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Smarty Pants, and I'm going to take a lot of it, and I'm going to create a crease. I'm going to take that crease shade, and again, the same thing that I just told you guys to do, tap around your crease. So I'm kind of creating this half circle. Same thing with the other eye. I'm going to tap and create a half circle. And I'm going to kind of bring it down and smoke out my bottom lash line with that same shade. And we're going to kind of clean up all this over here with the concealer after we're done the entire eyeshadow. Once we have that brown all around your eyes, I'm going to take this shade, and the shade's called Rebel. Place that all over my eyes, so just all over your lid. Do not go outside your crease, just stay inside your crease and blend upwards. So the most pigmented part should be near your lash line. Tap it on and then move up and just keep tapping. And again, create that same half circle that we were creating with the other lighter shadow, but don't go all the way up. So the lighter shadow was on your actual crease. This is going to be below your crease on your lid. So that same Rebel color, I'm going to take it and just do a swifting motion all the way up to my crease with the same color we used before, which is Rebel. And I'm going to take that Rebel shade and again bring it down only halfway. And then I'm going to take black eyeshadow, go ahead and tap that all over the lid. What you can do is put a little bit of translucent powder underneath your eyes, so in the case that your eyeshadow does fall, the translucent powder will catch it. Go back with the black eyeshadow and continue just tapping that onto the eyes. And I'm going to do the same thing on this eye, and it will get lighter and lighter the more you move it up. I'm going to take the same brush and use the black eyeshadow that's on the brush and go underneath. And you're just going to connect it from this corner, and it does look super scary, but don't worry, we're going to fix it. So I'm going to take this brown shade that we used before, Rebel, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that around my crease. I'm going to put it exactly where the black meets the brown. Okay, so I look so scary right now. We're going to brush off the powder underneath, and that will just take away all the black or brown that's fallen on your cheeks. Anyways, let's continue with what I was saying. By the way, if you guys notice my ugly nails, it is because I haven't been able to go to a salon due to quarantine, and I need to figure out how to take these out. So yeah, do not mind my nails in this tutorial. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't get it done. So we were back to the topic of why I left politics for makeup. For those of you who don't know, I used to work for the local member of parliament in my area, and I was her constituency manager, so I managed all her emails, her schedule. I met up with stakeholders in the community for her, and yeah, I did a lot of stuff. Went to events with her. It was a lot of fun actually. I really enjoyed my time working at her office, but it did require a lot of time, a lot of effort. I did do a lot of event planning, which I love planning events, but it was like 2 events a week. And it was like a lot. So I had fun, but it's very exhausting to work in a constituency office, especially being a manager. And I kind of started to burn out. Once I got married, we actually started YouTube, me and my husband, and I kind of enjoyed making the videos on there, and I did a couple of like makeup videos, hair videos. I also really started focusing on my Instagram, and I started doing makeup tutorials there, hair tutorials there, and I really kind of had fun doing it. And it was always like a hobby. Before marriage, actually, not a lot of people know this, but my dad is very conservative, and he was kind of strict about me having social media, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I never did YouTube or went full on Instagram and made tutorials before I got married. So a lot of people go like, oh, you got married and you started all of this, but I wanted to start it before, but I just couldn't. And my dad kind of got lenient after I got married, so yeah, it kind of worked out that way, and I started it a little late, but better late than never. And yeah, that's basically how I started doing makeup, hair, and tutorials in YouTube and all that stuff after I got married. And I was doing it on the side while I was working full-time for my boss in politics, but I realized that I did not want to become a politician. I guess I felt like I was more passionate about makeup. I really enjoyed doing makeup on people. I was already doing it on the side, like I would take brides here and there, I take clients here and there, so I was doing it on the side, and I kind of thought of it as a hobby, and I never really kind of thought that I could use it as a full-time job. But one of my very close friends, Sabrina, she's a makeup artist. She did my makeup for my wedding actually, and I started talking to her and, you know, seeing how she does it full-time, and she loves her job. She makes really good money and she's in charge of her hours. She decides when she goes to work, when she doesn't. She's her own boss, and I really liked that. It gave you the freedom to decide what you wanted to do every day. And so I decided to leave my job and go full ahead on and do makeup and do YouTube and really go for it. And I wish I had started earlier on, but better now than never. And I honestly, it was the best decision I ever made. I don't care what people say. Obviously there's going to be those people who go like, oh, you left politics, you left a government job to do makeup. Like, how does that make sense? Well, it doesn't have to make sense to you because you don't know the makeup industry, and so therefore you don't understand that it is a full-time career. People don't think of makeup as a career, but it is. In 2020, makeup is definitely a career, and so is making videos, doing YouTube. And I feel like most of the people who judge are like very old school, old mentality kind of people. So I'm just taking a black eyeliner, and this is Vasanthi Kajal water eyeliner. I'm gonna line my waterline, and I've been just loving kind of doing like a messy eyeliner lately and just smoking out my eyeliner instead of doing a perfect eyeliner. I'm going to take a very small pencil brush like this. I'm going to dip it in the same black eyeshadow we used before, and I'm just going to smoke out the liner we just put. Okay, so once that is done, I am going to put on my lashes. I'm using Sanza Beauty lashes, and they are Style North. I get a lot of messages from girls telling me how hard was it to pursue your passion and do you regret it? The answer is no. I definitely do not regret it. The only thing I do regret is not doing it earlier on. I mean, at least I started now, and I definitely recommend you guys, if you guys have a hobby or a passion that you really, really want to pursue and you don't want to do your job that you're doing right now, definitely pursue it, because you don't want to have that regret. I definitely don't regret it, and I thank my husband a lot because he's one of the biggest motivators who pushed me to go ahead and follow my dreams, and I'm so glad I did. It's a job that I look forward to every single day. I enjoy, like really enjoy getting brides ready, making them feel beautiful on their wedding day, and like I love the transformation, the before and after. I love makeup, love buying it, love using it. It's like basically my dream job. If any of you guys are watching and any of you guys want to do makeup or pursue makeup, definitely go ahead and do it. You just have to believe in yourself, and you're the only person stopping yourself from achieving your dream. Don't give a damn about what other people say about what you should be doing. Do what you want to do. But yeah, that's kind of my advice to you guys. So I'm just gonna take that very lighter shade that I showed you guys before, the Naked Concealer from Urban Decay, and this is in shade 40CP. I'm gonna use it to highlight the under eye. And I'm again tapping it and using it to just kind of clean up my under eye. Just like that. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put translucent powder underneath my eyes and set that. I'm gonna take the shade Funny Girl, and I'm gonna put it right on the inner corner of my eyes just to give it a nice pop. Kind of has like a nice shimmer now in the corner. Guys, look at all these questions you guys sent in. So let's see. So one of the questions is, what are good makeup products for oily skin? I have oily skin. Honestly, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize your skin. And also I love, love, love using this primer from Skindinavia, and it's a makeup primer for oily skin. I like to spray that all over my face before I even start my foundation or even put moisturizer on. It just kind of holds back all the oil, so your skin becomes less oily throughout the night. So I definitely recommend this for people who have oily skin. Also, the Tatcha's Canvas Primer helps a lot with oily skin. Okay, so the next question I got is, do you ever get nervous doing brides makeup in case they don't like it? I kind of did get nervous in the beginning sometimes, but eventually I kind of trusted my skill, and I think I've become pretty good at it, so I've started trusting myself and haven't become nervous. And I also, for brides who are super picky or you know, they don't know what they really want, what I'll do is put a mirror in front of them and they get to just watch every step of the makeup application, and if they don't like anything or if they want something a specific way, they just let me know and I do it that way. So that definitely helps both the bride and me. So this way the bride isn't shocked in the end and she's like, oh my god, I don't like this, because she kind of watches it step by step. So that definitely helped. Next question is makeup tips for how to make small eyes look big. I have a lot of clients who do have smaller eyes and they do want them to look bigger on their wedding day, and what I like to do is in the waterline put like a white eyeliner or like a nude eyeliner, and then kind of put a little bit of black outside and kind of open their eyes and make it look doll eyes. So that definitely does it. That's like one of the best tricks to open small eyes and make them look bigger. Another tip that I like for small eyes is definitely finding the right eyelashes for yourself, because eyelashes can make or break your look. So if you wear like eyelashes that are not suiting your eyes, especially small eyes, it will look horrible and make your eyes even look smaller. But yeah, those are kind of the tips that I use on smaller eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips, and I've been loving this lip combination. I recently got this from Kylie Cosmetics, and it is her Kylie Jenner Girls Trip lip liner and her Girls Trip lipstick, and they both came in a bundle that I bought them together. And I basically take the lip liner and line my lips, and then I'll go in with my lipstick. And what I'm going to do is overline my lip, and I also like to shape my lips in a certain way that it looks plumpier from the middle and then kind of goes in from the sides. I feel like it gives your lips a very doll-like look, so you guys will see the difference. So like right now I barely have any lips, and after I'm done with this I'm gonna have big juicy lips. So let's get started. So I'm gonna take the liner. I like to line my bottom lip first. And I'm gonna bring the liner in a little bit from the corners. So you guys can already see just with the lip liner my lips look huge already, and you see how I've plumped it up in the top and bottom and kind of brought it in from the sides, and I've brought in the lip liner a little bit from here too to create like a shadow, and then this should be the lightest part of your lip. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the lipstick, show you guys the shade. Super pretty. And I'm just gonna dab it on. And there you have it. Perfect big lips. So I'm just gonna finish my face now. I am recently loving this Tarte palette, blush palette, and it's called Blush Bliss. I don't know if it's still available or not, but this is how it looks, and I'm going to kind of mix all these three shades together. Smile, and again dab the blush on. Same thing with the other side. And I put a little bit on my nose to kind of blend it in. And I'm not bronzing up my face a lot for this look. I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And this is a powder version, and I'm going to take the yellowy shade in the middle and put that underneath my eyes just to highlight it. And again, I'm dabbing on this. You guys can see it kind of just melts in and finishes the look perfectly. And I like doing that after blush because then it'll just blend any unblended parts of your blush. perfectly into your skin. So again, just tapping on that middle banana yellow looking shade, and on this flat brush, just tapping it right underneath where we put the lighter concealer. Using the same contour kit and using this shade, mixing it with these two, I'm just going to bronze up my forehead a little. And just go underneath my jaw a little bit, just to create a little more of a shadow. And I don't do this on a daily. This is very heavy glam, guys, FYI. My daily makeup is a lot lighter than this, and if you guys want to see how I do my makeup on like a daily basis, everyday kind of lighter looks, definitely comment below. Tell me what looks you guys want to see. Tell me what kind of makeup looks you guys want to see so I can create more fun videos for you guys like these. I'm gonna basically set my face with a setting spray, and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray to set my face. So that's it, guys, for this smoky black eye look. This is definitely a super glam look that I did for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And if you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on your notifications so I can be motivated to post more. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed getting to know me, and I will definitely create more videos and more looks for you guys. Let me know what look you guys want to see next in my next video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the end of the video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!